Sally Lyndley. Welcome to this episode of Shop with Sally. On this episode, we're going to discuss the accessories for dressing in the art student vibe for this coming summer, I should say. And the first thing on my list for great accessories for the art student vibe are hats. Now, I obviously have on one of my fun beanies here that I have from Elder Statesman that I adore. But you know, art girls completely embrace hats in general. I would say mostly beanies and fedoras from what I've seen. But when you're doing fedoras, I wouldn't go for just plain blacks. I would go for really fun colors too. And I think it's really about having fun with shapes and colors and prints if you can find it. I mean, printed beanies are kind of hard to find, but I'll see what I can find on the internet. But if you're going beanies, then I would go really fun, bright colors. If you're going hats, I would try to do the same, or at least stick to deep jewel tone colors. And then the next thing on my list for the art student vibe is doing really fun sunglasses. So I have these sunglasses I got at Forever 21 that I love that are kind of like a 70s take on the, what is it, Lola? What's the girl with the Stanley Kubrick? Anyway, the girl who seduces the older men. I love the heart sunglasses. I think when you're doing for sunglasses and you want to go into the art student kind of vibe, look for fun shapes and fun colors. These girls aren't scared to express themselves through more interesting shapes and colors. So definitely sunglasses there. Definitely beanies. Art student girls love dangly jewelry and fun big shape jewelry, doing one earring, doing lots of layered necklaces, doing lots of layered bracelets, definitely arm parties going on. I have my organic peroxide friendship bracelets that I adore. At Chanel, they did fantastic, fun, kind of piercing style jewelry, and they did some great knockoffs of that at Zara, so I'll put some options up here. Layering necklaces, layering like big rings. I think any of that kind of stuff that fits inside of, you know, your personal style, like what you think is cool, and like big shapes. I mean, I feel like art student girls are always embracing like big fun shapes and like lots of dangly things. So, I mean, that less kind of bohemian and more fun, big, interesting 1960s shapes is really cool for jewelry for this kind of vibe. And then things like this that kind of feel made by your friends and feel kind of college-y and cool. So I like the little bit of an arts and crafts vibe with the jewelry is really fun too, but not so much bohemian as it is like arts and craftsy, like fun, bright, a little bit like neon and crazy. And then also, of course, we've got the scarf. So I feel like every time I see the models who dress like art students, who really would be art students if they weren't modeling, and, you know, the real art students in London and the kids that I have interned for me who are art students, it's always about, they always have some sort of layered scarf. So this is one of my favorite cotton scarves. It's actually got a giant unicorn on it. It's from Zaldi from like 10 years ago, from his line that he used to do, and he's incredible. But, you know, I think any kind of big cotton scarf, again, Forever 21 has great options. I'll do more luxury options here as well. But some great cotton scarves that you can layer on your looks are fantastic for kind of adding another element of layer but still comfort. And they're, you know, you can style them so many different ways. You can kind of triple wrap around. There's like, you know, a little bit of that fun kind of Burning Man, Mad Max vibe too that I love. And, you know, you can play with it. And scarves just add more texture. You can add more patterns. You can add more colors to your look. And again, you can take things on and add them, throw them in your bag if you don't want to wear them if you're too hot, or if you get cold, you can go inside a restaurant or go inside your office. You can add your scarves back on. So it's just good for versatility. The next thing on my list for the art student vibe are the bags. So I love the Chanel backpacks on the spring-summer runway and kind of like all the crap, like dangly keychains and stuff that were put on them. I'll recreate some options for a great backpack below. And then also I love a messenger bag, like across the shoulder, a messenger bag, but whatever you can find. I'll do some from Almighty. A Nasty Gal has some awesome options. I love like a vintage Chanel backpack moment too. For this, I think it's really funny. Yeah, and then I think just finding cool little keychains and of your favorite like things, like your favorite unicorn or your favorite cartoon, or I don't know, from your favorite luxury fashion brand, and just snapping it onto the zippers on your messenger bag, and even taking your scarf and putting, you know, wrapping it around your backpack is like super cute, like one of your handles, or on the edge of your messenger bag where your strap is. I think doing stuff like that is cool and gives like that art student-y kind of crafty vibe, but in a cool fashion way. And again, it's just about adding layers of mixes and colors and prints. And I think backpacks and prints are always fantastic. I think messenger bags and prints are always fantastic. So I'll put my favorite options of all those below. And then for the shoes for the art student vibe, I love a boot. So, and I love a boot in the summer, and I kind of got obsessed with boots again when Saint Laurent, who is like, to me, Saint Laurent, what Eddie Slimane's been doing too has been very kind of art student inspired. And I love the boots he did, and there are some good knockoffs of them outside, out there, like for Forever 21, all those kind of places. I'll put options here. Steve Madden did some good kind of knockoffs of it too, but the kind of super junked up combat boots I think are super cool with lots of metal on them. I love a combat boot in general. I love just a plain boot, but not like an Isabel Marant boot. Again, that's kind of more into like the bohemian thing. More of like a utilitarian boot I think is cool. And I'll put all my favorite options that I found out there for shopping below. And then also, you know, with this accessories vibe, I love the boots because they're comfortable, and then you can do some flat forms if boots are too hot for you for the summer. I think a fantastic flat form sandal, which is like, you know, again, platforms, but without the, you know, uncomfortableness where there's just flat and you have a really thick sole, kind of very 90s throwback. So I'll do my favorite flat forms here for you. Like a Mary Jane flat form is very art student to me. And they're just great sandal flat-formed options out there, so I'll put those in case you don't like to do the boot vibe. And then another accessory that you can add into the mix if you do get cold or you just want to add another layer to the look are really great thigh-high, like thick stockings. So I'll put thigh-high options here, cotton fun printed things that I can find, and I think that definitely adds a little bit to that art student vibe and kind of adds more of the student, almost schoolgirl, a little bit of a naughty schoolgirl vibe, and you can add more color and more patterns to your look that way too. So I'll put all my favorite options for shopping, all the accessories below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Shop with Sally. Check you later.